Broadcasting, coming at you live, Pismo Beach, California. Got Marley here on board. Like normal, we're going to be getting it done. We got NOSSCAR tonight, NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, and they're going to be doing the C21 300 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh yeah, C21 throwing us a big one tonight. I love it. I love it pretty good here. So we got again Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're going to get a little insight from Marley on that one. Marley, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, brother.
All right, buddy, get us a little insight.
Charlotte's a very fast track, lots of great racing. This is an iconic track. This thing has been around in NASCAR for nearly 60 years. This track is a 1.5-mile track, very fast straightaways, very fast turns. The turns are actually very different here at Charlotte, you know, on both ends of the track. So drivers got to really remember, you know, how to take these turns because they're so different. I believe turn 1 and 2 is wide open, and turn 3 and 4 is more a little bit of a finesse, and they're a little bit tighter. So these cars get close in these turns. It's going to be an interesting race. We got a lot of talent in the field, Tron. I'm excited. Yeah, and speaking of that field there, bud, let's go with it. We got our running order for you getting thrown down. We got 22 cars in this field today. That man Perky sitting on pole in that 10-car leaf filter Chevy. Number 2 is OG in the 37 JTG Chevy. We got in our third spot, it's going to be Flash 9, that one, Chip Ganassi Chevy. Now fourth spot's going to be Timac in the 24 Hendricks Chevy. Fifth spot's going to be NASCAR off in the number 6 Roush Ford. See, number 6 is going to be Piston Piper in the 19 Gibbs Toyota. 7th is going to be Bowman Nation in the 88 Hendricks Chevy. See, our 8th place position is going to be Bad Moon Rising in the 58 CPMR, the Motorsports. And we got 9th spot here, Shadow in the 17 Roush Ford. 10th spot is Larson Roxon in 00 Starcom Chevy. 11th is going to be Hellcat Maverick in the 62 Berard Chevy. See, 12th is going to be Brett Baker in the 40 Chip Ganassi Chevy. The 13th is going to be NASCAR, or sorry, it's going to be Armstrong in the 51 Clement Chevy. 14th is No Ship Pendle in the 38 Front Row Motorsports Ford. See, 15th it's going to be NASCAR Kings. There you go, 48 Hendricks Chevy. See, our 16th position. Just one moment here, scanning. We lost it there. Hold on. I like Leo lost my 16th position. Oh, that's right. Seaman Nation. He was a late addition, added in over to the side. I was like, where'd he go? All right. 17th is Titans in the 12 Penske Ford. 18th is D-Nub in the 52 Rick Ware Chevy. 19th is Quarter Panel in the 18 Gibbs Toyota. Let's see. And then the 20th position is Napa Fan in the 24 Hendricks Chevy. 21st is AKA Redbernecker in the 22 Penske Ford. And following up the rear is on the 22nd position is Longshots in that 9 Hendricks Chevy, our points leader. Man, that's a lot of cars. From the rear.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, man. And I just got word, Tron, that we have a late addition to the race as well.
Oh, cool.
Dave Rule, who these NASCAR fans are used to as well, he's going to be rocking that number 2 Penske Ford starting from the rear of the field, too. So,
all right, well, let's get to it. What are you thinking, man? Field here. I'm sure these drivers are about ready to rock here because I know we got 22 drivers sitting there ready to go. So what are you thinking there, bud?
I'm thinking that it's about that time to hear those famous words in NASCAR, man.
All right, you give those drivers a command, and I'm gonna give the same. Drivers, start your engines, and here we go,
folks. All
right,
baby. Well,
love it.
What are any of your experiences at Charlotte that you can share with us?
See, Charlotte. Oh man,
this is a long track. This is NASCAR's longest race.
Yes.
I mean, we're running 200 laps tonight.
Yeah. Charlotte is definitely going to be a patience track. It has its treats and its treacheries, if you will. There's a lot of ways you can maneuver yourself around this track. You have the inside line, of course, coming into 3 and 4. A lot of cars tend to push right there, so I try to capitalize real there. Oh,
we can join there, brother.
All right, copy that. Oh yeah, it's on. So again, we are at Charlotte, folks, and this is going to be again one of those little more technical tracks. Again, like I was just describing on the turn 3 and 4. Turn 3 and 4s are pretty treacherous. One's a nice treat. You can fly through there pretty good, but that treachery does lie in 3 and 4. You rotate that bottom.
3 and 4 is very tricky at this track, for sure.
All right, folks, we're getting to it right now. Here we go. All right, there we go. Screens live, and so is Charlotte. Again, all this being brought to you by C21. You're gonna, again, amazing sponsor, realty company that is all over the world, especially the U.S. Any questions, comments, concerns, look them up. I'm guaranteed they have one in your area. We got a pretty decent race going on again, like Marla was describing. Lots of drivers in this thing, a lot of talent. A lot of talent.
Green, 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 green.
All right, here we go, folks. We're getting ready to drop this thing. They should be up and rolling. And we're live. Here it is.
You know what we do.
Oh, well, I know this. Here we go, folks. Hold on. Crank it up. And that was some good stuff right there.
Heck yeah, great race.
We are off and running, folks. Here we go. Drifting back in the back a little bit here. We are on Timac right now. He is sitting back in the about 8th position right now, making his charge. Nice and slow, getting settled in.
That outside line is treacherous on that restart. Timac, he started in that 4th position and lost 4 spots on that restart. So these guys are going to learn from experience now that they want to try everything they can to start on that inside line from here on out.
Right now we're sitting about middle of the field. We're going to go back to the front here.
Yes, that man Perky leading this thing. He's got Flash 9 in that one car all over him. You remember, Tron, we just broadcasted Martinsville a week or so ago, and that man Perky put down a show. He just dominated that field. So these guys know how fast that 10 car is.
And it looks like Flash 9 is not going to make that mistake and let him get away. Right now, he's on him right now. We're going to walk you through the first lap here while we're on board Flash 9 into 1 car. He's diving into 1 and 2 here. Want to keep it pinched real good on this line down here, like he's doing right here. He's going to ease it out to the wall, utilizing the car strapped in front of him and the sidewall. Now he's going to arc this thing in right here, let off and get into it right around where that carousel was, off in the background. He's going to roll back into his throttle right here, drift it out to the wall, utilizing those RPMs and get her across that line and get on for the next lap. And that's going to be lap after lap after lap, folks. In cadence, trying to get it done, doing a fantastic job, demonstrating that right now with Flash 9.
Man, they are definitely utilizing this draft right now. They are staying stuck together, trying to separate themselves as best they can from the rest of this field.
A little bit of contact there. We've seen that. High into the outside, drifting out, good, saves it. Right now, Timac has a lot of company here.
Yes, he does.
Let's see who is all over that. That is the 38. Oh, that's No Shit Pindle all over him, and we definitely know No Shit Pindle has some talent, and yeah, he knows how to make his way up toward the front.
Oh, you got a car way loose to the inside there, spun around.
A little bit further back in the field, it looks like. Hopefully, they get it in the right direction and get it back together.
That was a 00. 00 Larson Rocks, who got that spinner going on there. See if that brings out a caution, if it was just a one-car incident here.
So far, it looks like we green, all kinds green right now. And Timac's starting to gain a little more position here. But he has a lot of company. Will they work together, or will he try to pass him here in a moment? Going up here to decent battle. Got on board with Bad Moon Rising right now in that 58.
Flash line is all over the bumper of that 10 car. I mean, he is just shoving him down these straightaways.
Now, you think they're working together right now, Marley?
I do.
Obviously,
I think they are working that draft right now. Draft is very strong at this track. You got these long straightaways and then these high-speed turns where you're not really dipping underneath 170 miles an hour in these turns. I mean, you are flying around this track. And draft is a major factor.
High to the outside and possible pit right there. Uh-oh. Car around sideways. Trying to go into pit. Onboard shot right now in the 17. Yeah, go ahead.
That's another thing to look after here. Coming off these turns, these cars have a tendency to just want to keep on turning left, even though you want to start going straight again. So it's that battling that tight loose combo is huge here, because you want your car to be loose and free so that you can just dive down to these turns and wrap that line, but you can't get it too loose so that you want to lose the car on exit of the turn. So it's a happy medium here.
But you can see exactly what
balance.
Yeah, but you can see exactly what was just demonstrated right there. As they went too wide, you can actually maintain throttle right there and your RPMs. If you can get that car to bite on the outside, that's creating a run coming out of 3 and 4, and you could do the outside passes as we're looking here being done. Oh goodness, I'll get there in just one moment. Trying to get to his
you got NASCAR Oop on the outside of No Pit Pendle, taking that spot from the 38 on the outside. Power move right there, moving himself up strongly into that top 7.
Yeah, NASCAR Oop, that's what it is.
I knew what you were looking for.
Yeah,
I knew what you were looking for.
It's the number I can't see. I couldn't see it, but anyways, yeah.
Oh my gosh, No Pit Pendle went through the grass, doing a little landscaping.
Well, I mean, come on, man. He must have. Oh, I seen the line right there too. It looked like he did. He got it. He definitely got a little overgrowth there, but we're all good.
Maybe the little premature celebration. You didn't win yet, bud. You didn't win yet.
Now we're back up.
I gotta clean that grass out.
We're up front looking. We're up front looking back, right? Yeah. Well, at least have to worry about the tape.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Did you find a shortcut? So
that
happens?
Spot in the middle of the track looks like it's paved, but it's not. It's actually painted grass.
Oh, that's
so these guys try to hit that, and they don't realize that is not track.
So we have the two up front locked together solid, really pulling ground and distance on this entire field. We're sitting back. You see the leaders way up there going into 1 right now. That's 1 and 2. You got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and of course Timac rounding out that top 5. Holding strong and trying to get there, but those two are working so well together right now. They're stretching it out from the rest of the field, which is exactly what they're looking for.
The interesting thing about this track, John, is that this is actually 4 stages. So this track is basically broke up into 4 quarters, if you may. Yep. They're very close in the amount of laps, and we got a 200 lap total. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to hear. Are these guys going to need to make a pit stop halfway through? Are their tires going to last the whole run for them? This is going to be interesting to see. Does everybody stay on the lead lap? Do guys get caught a lap down? Is there a battle for that lucky dog? This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, right now the field's calmed down pretty nicely. Everyone's minding their P's and Q's, getting their runs when they do, working with each other best they can. Not a lot of aggressive contact. Field's flowing very smoothly right now. We haven't had a caution yet. Possible couple blown motors. That's about it. 20 car.
We did have a change for the lead, though. Flash 9 made his way around that man 13.
All right.
Yes, he is now the race leader, but they are still working together pretty well. Nose to tail, working on each other. Hey, you lead a little bit, I'll lead a little bit, you know?
Might have a little possible dice up in battle here. Let's see where we're looking, and when it comes to our lap tracking right now and what lap we are winding down to.
We have OG Infu up to 3rd place, and Piston Piper in 4th, and Timac just made a pass for that 5th place.
Oh, nice. Moving straight up. Right now they're wrapping around to that lap 30 right now, folks. Coming up on it. So again, this is a pretty long race. This is going to test the driver's patience, their car's endurance, of course, what they can do with it, the changes that they're going to have to make throughout the track, because the race will change, folks. This race does naturally change when it comes to these stages. I know that's one of the settings that they do have when it comes to simulation. So you do have to make minor adjustments to really keep that car tuned in nicely.
And even though this is a 1.5-mile track, it is a very fast 1.5-mile track. These guys have already completed 20 laps already, and we still have 30 left to go in this stage, but we're almost halfway through one stage already. This is a very fast-paced track.
See, OG, he started at that 37 JTG Chevy, started in that 2nd position, has found himself in that 3rd spot in the bubble. Really just kind of hanging out there. Not a lot of, any kind of contact with the 19, coming up on a 6 right now. So he's kind of floated. That's Piston Piper. He's really open. Possibly he makes his way up to him. They can work together and maybe make a run and catch these two that have checked out from the field.
I'm really interested to see if this 3rd and 4th place cars, 5th, 6th, if they can all line up and get together and see if maybe they can get a little bit of this draft going, because the 1 and the 10 have this tango thing going on. It reminds me of like the old school at Dega where the tandem draft, you know what I mean, where they would just take off from everybody until they were just about to overheat and blow up their engines.
And then switch. And then switch, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of like what they did. The 10 led for a while. The 1 was pushing them at Flash 9, and then Perky was like, "All right, now your turn," and he let the 1 get by him, and now he's pushing the 1. So these guys seem to be very equally matched here on speed. I think they're just working together.
Right now, Piston Piper holding solid in that 4th position. Timac in that 5th. You just seen that we just rotated off Timac here, kind of going a little more toward the front of the field, looking to see if there's any kind of gains getting done, but nothing that I can quite see. Not a lot of, any battles opening up right now at this moment. Everyone's minding their P's and Q's, running their race and their lines, which are doing a fantastic job. Everybody's keeping these cars together. These two are glued together. I mean, literally glued together. This is not changed.
Did you see that? I thought he was going to look inside there, but it was just a little bit of loose in that draft.
He had, that's it right there, that draft. You just nailed it.
It makes that car feel so different. You going into the turn, it makes it push. Coming out of the turn, it makes it loose. That draft is just wild. I mean, it completely changes your car from when you got that clean air. That's why all these drivers want to fight for that clean air truck.
Yeah, and Marlon, when it comes down to... here we go, pit stop.
We got the 10 car in.
Never mind, here we go. We'll get back to that.
Interesting. Maybe they weren't working together. Maybe that was just a little bit of, not wanting to lose track of that lead.
I know you're fast. You know I'm fast. Let's just go ahead and go fast together for a while, and then we're going to run our strategies and our programs, and we'll see what happens at the
finish line. I'm going to pit before you and try to gain a second on the track.
You're right, because he's going to be out in front now, so that means he's going to be utilizing his tires a little bit more than that person running behind him, because that person's not going to be in that throttle as much.
Yes, well, and at this track, fresh tires versus old tires is huge. You're talking a second or more, a second and a half. I mean, on difference from fresh tires to old tires. So him getting these fresh tires, every lap that he stays, that Perky is on the track, he is going to gain that much time when Flash 9 pits and it cycles back around. But then, John, you know what happens when Flash 9 gets those fresh tires.
Oh yeah, then he sets his car loose and he runs up, chases him all kinds. Now that's the other difference there, is being able to be in that draft and work your throttle, not wearing those tires quite as much. You'll have it at the end. You'll have a little extra at the end for that pass. And that's, again, that's the strategies that these drivers are constantly battling with throughout their entire race.
Yeah, those fresher tires though. Now Perky, he's going to be out there and he's going to be using up his tires. So when Flash 9 pits, he's going to have fresher tires, so he'll actually be able to make up that ground. But will he have enough time by the end of the stage to catch him for that stage win? It's going to be interesting. Perky is out there just putting down laps right now. Oh, and you got Flash 9 in, and the two of Dave Rule together.
You see a huge rush of cars coming onto pit road, so definitely different pit strategies here. Some people look like they're trying to split it a little bit more. Some are trying to wear it out, basically run the car out, have their tires at the end, crank off some really fast times, and utilize all of their rubber for the end of the run and not the middle of the run.
Oh yeah, you had a lot of cars in the pits there, so this is going to cycle around pretty quickly. I'm sitting here, you know, watching this 10 car, and he's in that 6th position while this all cycles through, but I look for him to make his way to the point and make it there fast and have a pretty decent lead, because he pitted about 4 to 5 laps earlier than Flash 9 did.
Yeah, but he also scrubbed off a little bit of speed there and some time. As you see, he needs to make those laps as perfect as possible, especially right now, folks. It's crucial. You want to have those fresh tire laps perfect. You want to hit your marks every single time in, time out. Slide it around later. Right now, you want to go, because you want to get those fast laps. You want to hold on to those fast laps as long as you can, thus creating a lot more time gained on the rest of the field.
He's putting down great lap times. I'm watching his lap times on this tracker here, and Perky is just putting those lap times down. He actually has a 3.3 second lead over Flash 9 right now. That's the difference. These guys, when Perky came into the pits, he was right behind that one car, and when he pit, just from being on those fresh tires, he gave himself, actually now it is a 3.4 second lead over Flash 9.
So he's still gaining.
It's going to take a little bit for Flash to get up to speed here, but I look for Flash to start ticking tenths off now, lap after lap after lap, until these tires equalize, because now Flash 9's got the fresh tires in that one car.
And this is the balance right here, folks. This is exactly what we look at. These cars came in together. Now they come back on track. They're 3 seconds apart. But the thing is that even when he does have those fresh tires and he gets there, a lot of times these tires will equalize by then. And trust me, that man Perky is not going to make it easy for Flash to get past him, or the second place car regardless. He's in that front lead. He's going to try to hold on to that thing as much as possible, making his car as wide as possible.
Yes, just this past lap, Flash 9 was actually able to gain 2 tenths on Perky. Now, is that going to be enough? I mean, he needs to really start putting down these qualifying laps if he wants to catch Perky.
I don't know. We're coming up on 15 to go right now, so there's still ample amount of time left to manage this run. But yeah, like I said, will he have enough time? Will there be any mistakes made like that right there?
Oh.
All of that's going to add up at the end of this race.
At 2 tenths per lap, Tron, that would take 5 laps for him to gain a second. So it's about 15 laps to make up that difference. He would catch him right on this last lap, and be able to maybe possibly use that draft to make a run for this thing. But he's got to make sure that he gains that time. No mistakes right now.
Right, and we're seeing it right now. He's starting to gain. We can see that dot getting a little bit bigger and bigger in his windshield here.
It's down to 2.8 seconds at this moment.
He's got some traffic here. He's got the 38, no shift Pendle. Will this roll his efforts up or help his efforts up?
A little bit of draft maybe, as long as he can make his way around clean without interrupting his line.
He's dropping it down. He's definitely getting those tenths. He has no problems behind him. That's where we're at now. I'm thinking Flash size right there.
2.5 seconds.
Yep. Mashing it down. We have Flash 9 in that second spot, driving his heart out right now, trying to catch that man Perky. OG in third spot. Piston Piper in that 4th spot, and Ty-Mac in that 5th spot right now, sitting about 10 seconds back.
Down at 2.3. I don't know. I mean, this was a great move to give that Perky and his crew made, to take that early pit and try to stretch this lead out and put the pressure on Flash 9. Like, okay, I'm gonna set myself out there, try to run me down, and it was a great move. And I mean, this could pay off for either driver. It's down to 2.1 seconds, just over 2 seconds now. He's literally shaved off an entire second. More than a second.
And the other good thing is he does have OG right there in the center of this battle. Looks like OG is running on the same style of pit strategy that Flash 9 is, creating a really good run, because he's utilizing some draft right now, really gaining some speed. As OG is catching Perky, it's helping drag Flash 9 right up to him. Now this is the battle for the 2nd spot right here. And we're seeing if he can track him down. So far, got a little bit of time. Let's go see what we got going on with everybody else. 10 to go right now, folks. Shifting back to Ty-Mac right now. He is looking pretty nice in this.
That is actually
5th position.
That car between Flash 9 and that man Perky is actually no pit Pendle in that 38 car. You got OG sitting in that 3rd place, Piston Piper in 4th, and Ty-Mac running 12 seconds in 5th. Okay. But yeah, that's actually a lap car in between these guys. And don't look now, but man, Flash 9 is catching fast. Can he make anything of this?
You
think he's going to catch him, Sean?
I think so. But I don't think he's going to have enough to pass him. Let's see, we're coming in 9 to go right now.
Oh man, he's got to hope for some kind of a slip up. It looks like their tires kind of equalized right now.
I don't know. I don't see him. I don't see him actually having enough time to catch him. I really don't.
It's at a 2-second interval right now, and it's kind of been hovering around here the last lap or so. But I believe you could actually start sniffing that draft around 0.4 seconds away, so if he can get close to that, I mean, that would make all the difference too. Now you got no pit Pendle passing our leader right now with a little bit fresher tires, trying to get his lap back, and could this blow up the 10 car? He is forced to take the outside, and
absolutely.
This is going to allow Flash 9 to catch him, which it has. It has allowed him to catch him by 0.2 of a second right there.
He's up and down within almost a second, so he's there. And now he has all this lap traffic he's come upon. He's got the 40 car right there. Everyone's stacking up, trying not to go a lap down or get their laps back. So this is a pretty fierce battle. We got 2 wide going into 3 and 4 right now. Never
right
easy.
In front of the leader.
Oh, holding on to it, and they're doing a fantastic job. Again, this race is winding down. They're trying not to go a lap down.
This is holding him up.
Yes, absolutely. So you have these 4 cars right here
little wall
battling.
Contact there.
I've been watching all this, and they're all looking in the rearview mirrors right now, seeing that 10 car, knowing that the leader's on them. So everyone's trying to go, blocking any kind of a run that the 10 car can actually get his hands on.
1.6, John, 1.6.
Yep, thus creating a little bit of a stop sign that he's come up upon.
Oh, he got the 40 car in the grass.
Yep, he was pushing it hard. See how easy he can bring it up. He does. Brings it up nicely. Oh, got down to the leader.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh, the leader sitting sideways on the track. Oh my gosh.
Man, that was unfortunate right there. Saw all of that.
That is horrible. Horrible for that man, Perky.
Flash 9 takes this guy. Yeah, we watched all of that unfold. He's still having himself a difficult time getting that car back up on the track the way that he's. Oh, that was,
He's still sitting there in that 7th position.
Yep.
But man, I mean,
he
only had a couple to go.
Yep.
And that lap traffic really took that from him.
That's stage 1, folks. Out of,
yes.
We have 3 more stages, a long race, folks.
Hey, John, that's the greatest thing about Charlotte. Now he's got 3 more stages. It's like starting a race all over again. That was just a bonus stage.
That's right.
Very unfortunate, but hey, now you got 3 more stages you can go win. Or 2 stages in a race win. Yeah.
But he's going to have to fight his way through traffic, and that's where things do get dicey, especially on the restarts with this vast number of cars in this field.
But now this is going to be difficult too, as well, because now you're going to have Batman Perky, who was one of the fastest cars in this race, leading this race. On this next restart, you're going to have him starting towards the tail end of the field.
Right.
And or you know, middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack.
You know, he's going to have to work his way through. This is going to be difficult, and it's really going to show you how fast his car is, because if he can make his way up to the front quickly to battle it out with Flash 9 and them guys, I mean, look out for that tank car. He's going to be on a mission. If
he gets it done the way he's going to be getting it done, I mean, he's sitting in, we're on the last lap right now, ending it right here. Boom, takes it for that stage win. Good job for Flash 9 in that one chicken nasty Chevy. Yep. And so that's going to be getting him a little bit closer to long shot. Where is long shot?
We thought our points leader was in this race, but he's actually not. He was not available, unable to make the event. So that allows Flash 9 with this stage win and all these points that he's going to gain today be able to catch up to him in these points. Longshot is your points leader. Flash 9 was sitting there in second, putting like all the pressure he could on Longshot. So this is going to be interesting to see how this fares here. If Flash 9 keeps this up, he might leave this race with that point lead.
He's doing a fine job so far scoring that stage win. We do have OG in that second spot. Oop, 1 second here as we scroll back through. Waiting for our tracker to catch up here, folks. Waiting for our running order here. So right now I got the back 7.
Well, you know that first was, first was Flash 9, second was OG, third.
We got him right here. Here we go. Oh no, we don't.
No.
Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks.
We know Timac was in fourth.
We just don't have all the control we need over everything that we need, unfortunately. But we're off and running anyways, folks. So we're up at the front here. Flash 9 going tough right now on that restart. All kinds green. We've got the 19 all over him. That's Piston Piper in that Gibbs Toyota, trying to get his tires warmed up here.
And just like I was talking about how Berkey was going to have to start towards the back with that fast car, he had to restart in 11th position. So let's see him work his way to the front here.
88 of Bowman right there, trying to get something done, getting stuck in the middle. Now he's out to the high side. Still, Piston Piper finding himself some light here and a little bit of a bubble as he sits in that second spot. Great battle between second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Let's get there. On board, Timac in the 24 Hendrick Chevy. Right outside is that 48 Hendrick Chevy, getting it done right now by
NASCAR Kings right there.
Yep.
Heck yeah. How about Piston Piper up to that second position? Great run for that 19 Toyota.
Yep, and like I said, he's in that little bubble right now, doing a fine job and enjoying it. I can only imagine.
He's actually
but this is a pretty good race.
Up to that one car right now.
Getting a little taste of the draft, and he's utilizing every little ounce of it right now as we view back off Timac, who is sitting stout in this third spot, but he got all kinds of company. Look at this tornado just a swarming behind him. He's trying to get something done, get up there, block that high line, utilizing both drafts, making his car at least 5 cars wide right now. Just really trying to set pace here so that way he can get himself a good clean run, get up there to the two cars trying to check out right now, which is Flash 9 and Piston Piper.
Now, if you remember, Tron, Timac started in that 4th position, and on that restart, he got shuffled back, starting on that outside, and he got shuffled all the way back to that 8th spot. So, and he worked his way all the way back up to 4th for that stage. So I want to see, now that he's closer to these leaders, if he's got a car that can contend with this lead.
Yeah, it looked like I saw some contact in the back there, possible 40 car around and spinning.
You know, cautions breed cautions. Stage
No
is a
caution
caution.
yet. That's why I was holding my breath. So it looks like the front runners have linked up pretty good now. Timac's right there in that third spot, trying to chase him down, utilizing...
Separated himself from that tornado. You see that?
Yep, and he got himself in that bubble, that same bubble that Piston Piper was just in. And now that he's gotten away from that tornado per se behind him, I think he's now not feeling quite as much pressure, able to settle his car in, hit his marks, hit his lines, instead of driving out that rear view mirror, trying to fend everybody off, thus creating a little more gap between them, and now he is closing on 1 and 2.
Hey,
Tron, great run for Timac.
Perky is on a mission, Tron. Perky is trying, and he's up to that 5th spot. He was just looking inside 4th, got a little bit loose, but I guarantee you he's going to be back in that quick. He is flying. He is on a mission right now.
On board, Perky right now.
5th.
Wow. Wow. He is coming right now, folks. Excellent run. Great maneuvering and rotating through 3 and 4 right here. Car settled nicely.
Looking inside of OG.
Yep. He's got all kinds of a run, and he's going to go into the treat right here, which is 1 and 2.
Just a slide job right there.
Right,
perfected.
Beautiful, beautiful. And here
his sights on Timac.
And here comes the trick going into 3 and 4. Really rotating. You can see these cars really load up, super tough, going through the center right there. And then the way they offload and the way the car will kick up and kick out of that turn offsets the car. You really got to do some driving coming out of 4.
Yes, that car has a total roll to it. You got to take that turn up high, arc your way down, and it rolls. And then by the time you get to the center of the turn, your car's sitting pretty stable, and then the drive kicks in. And if you got that thing set up any loose or heat up those tires too fast, it don't want to like send you sideways off that turn.
All right, let's get a little bit forward to the front here, because I think we might be having a little bit of a battle starting to consist.
Oh,
we got one in the back and we got one in the front. Yeah, we do.
Oh, he was looking. Piston Piper's looking for that lead too.
I was just trying to see what's going on in front, because it looks like they're battling up there for the lead. At the same time, these guys are trying to get through. Piston Piper was looking underneath Flash 9, but Flash 9 was able to hold him off. Right now, this is 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Man, we got battles all over this track right now.
Yep, this is a great battle right here. A little bit of contact. Oh! 24 high and a little bit to the wall. Gives a little kiss. Keeps his momentum. He's fine.
That opened up the door for that 10 car, Perky.
Yeah, Perky's gone. He cleared him now. He's going to check out.
11th to 3rd place.
Nice. Woo! Driving it back. That's what it's all about right there.
That's what it's all about. You know, you gotta take adversity with a grain of salt. I mean, this is a long race. They're running 300 miles here. I mean, this is
the only time
a complete testament to his driving skills right here. His temperament, his patience. He knows that was a very, very, very unfortunate event there that cost him a stage win. I hate to laugh, but that's just the commentator curse. We were watching him. And
I know.
He's working his way to the front, though, and I guarantee you're going to see him, especially if these leaders are battling. You got Piston Piper looking inside a Flash 9 right now.
Yep.
19 inside the 1.
He's on a run right now. He has that inside. He has it set. His car's been fast. He's been able to really search and find that line, get up on Flash 9. Be patient. Wait for a good time and a good run. Wait for Flash 9, maybe loosen up a little bit, lighten up his grip going through the center. Found his hole, made it stick, and now he's out here leading this race. Great job to that 19 Gibbs Toyota Piston Piper.
What an excellent job by Piston. He actually started this race in 6th, so he had a pretty fast car.
Yep.
But just like Timac on that first restart, he probably got shuffled back on that outside line. This time he was able to restart on the inside line and make his way forward.
Oh, man!
Contact.
Timac to the, Flash 9 to the
Flash
wall.
9.
Yeah, he just, the front of his car just let go. Maybe he wasn't prepared for that arrow push right there coming through.
He might be dealing with a little bit of other aero issues right now. after that one. That was a pretty hard hit.
That was. That would up his progress.
Now, Arrow, Tron, if you damage Arrow here at a track like Charlotte, a fast 1.5 mile track like this, I mean, that is going to make you super tight coming into those turns. It's going to change the handling of your car. So let's see if it affects his car big time.
Not only that, though, but it knocked him back enough for him to catch that draft right there, or for the guys behind him to catch that draft of Timac or Perky, and I think it was Timac who were there. But now Perky's going to be catching that draft. He's going to get a little more of a run, hopefully do a hopscotch and a run around Flash 9 and go and chase down this guy right here. So what it's doing is just because it woke him up, he needed to get back there, get that bubble, because that bubble was holding off that man Perky right now. And he has all kinds of help by the 38 of No Shit Pendle.
No, that's the 37. That is 37. That's OG right there. He's sticking with this 10 car right now. He is helping him catch this front pack, and actually, believe it or not, even though Piston was able to make that solid move to the lead and that little bit of wall contact from Flash 9, he was actually able to catch back up to him and look it inside.
Great battle on the back real quick. Just a little quick glimmer. Those guys are doing some pretty good side-by-side motions throughout this track. That was a battle for the back 10 right there. As you see, Piston Piper on the charge right now, trying to hold on and run with this flag. But here comes Flash 9 with another great run. He had a little contact with the wall, rode up his efforts just a little bit. And then basically from there, he had to settle in, let his tires warm down, get his marks again. Got that draft back on the bumper of Piston Piper. Now let's see if we can rattle his cage. Get up there, get him loose.
In 3 and 4 there, Piper was able to hold that car high and keep those RPMs up. And even though Flash 9 looked inside, those RPMs being held up gave him such a good run off the turn that Piper was able to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at him looking down. He's playing a lot of peekaboo in that rearview mirror. He has a nose. Oh, Piston gets it to him.
Pinch him down.
Yeah, Piston was really nice there because she could have closed the door hard and took his nose off there. But he was really respectful and gave him a little bit of a run there.
Yes.
Woo! High side and trying to hold. He's still holding it. Yeah! Too wide with that. That's the same momentum that I was talking about. You can get the momentum coming out for the drag race. I don't know who got that one. Amazing work getting done right now between the leaders right now. 19 to give Toyota outside. Piston Piper killing it against Flash 9 in that Chip Ganassi Chevy.
Is trying so hard to get past that 19 because he sees that 10 car coming now.
Not coming.
And he knows how fast. 11th to 3rd, right behind the leaders. I mean, that 10 car is coming, and he's bringing OG right with him. This is a 4-car battle for the lead now.
We got a little bit of a party going on. We definitely got a squad here. They're looking to decimate and take some stuff out because here we go. Still side by side.
Push this thing.
Great job. No. Oh, a little bit of contact, but still Piston holding it tough on the outside, not giving.
Oh.
Okay, now he's got to. We got to rewind. Oh, holding. Perky. Wow. Perky with the wall. Here comes OG coming down through, utilizing because of the battling. Now he's going to go ahead and steal this second position out from Piston Piper, doing such a fine job holding that outside. A little bit more bumpings right there. Chopping the nose, and there goes Perky into the wall.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh,
that's going to bring out a caution.
That looked pretty bad, man. That looked pretty bad. That's going to be twice for Perky now. He's going to have to go ahead and start his way from the back.
No.
But we got 2 more stages, so, hey, he'll be okay.
So it looked like Piston Piper got loose coming off the turn, that loose that I was talking about earlier. And, man, it just sent his car right down into Perky. Perky made his way to the pits, but it's going to hurt him fixing all that damage.
Oh, yeah, well, just the time in general lost on track, getting it spun back around, getting her back out there in front. We're at 25 laps to go, and we're in our pit windows. Here comes Pitts. So luckily that happened at a decent time for him. It is during a pit window, so now he will make it to the end. Should be fine.
Yeah, that's an extra 13 seconds in his pit stall after that massive pit. So, yeah, it's going to blow up his efforts for this stage, but he's still got 2 more.
Right now, we are on the battle for the lead. Piston Piper again battling the 36. Okay, Piston's coming down into pit road now, trying to blow her up and slow her up. We still have the 38 still out on track of no, I'm sorry, the 37. I keep getting those two mixed up there. Of OG in that JTG Chevy.
0ST12.
Yeah, you almost said no shit, Spindle.
No shit, Spindle. Got it. No, you look like you got blood motor. Whoa, coming up, blowing up. Easy, easy. All right, he gets her done. That was a close one, folks. Okay, Flash 9 back out after his stop. Back on him.
I just watched Bowman Nation just made 2 passes and 1 straightaway. He looks like he's on his way to the front here. Some freshies.
Yep, might have done a nice little strategy-wise. Split the stages, get himself some track position. Hopefully can maintain it. Flash 9 on a tear right now on those 4 fresh field goods. Rocket action, but here comes that man Perky. He got himself something and something to prove.
He's at this point, that man Perky now, he's trying to race to get himself back on that lead lap.
Now we're going to wait for it all to cycle out. Right now it is showing as Bowman Nation as our race leader.
I believe Bowman Nation has not pit yet.
Still running it out.
You got that 48 car now into the pits. That's gonna move these guys up another spot. We're at 26 out of 47 laps at this moment, so these guys got a little bit of time here to make up this ground.
Yeah, we
got that man Perky. He is all over that 1 car trying to get his lap back.
We're looks like we're coming into the 20 right now. Yep. Okay, 20 to go. We are Bowman Nation coming in, surrendering the lead.
All right, Perky is looking inside. He's taking his lap back. He is inside your leader right now. Flash 9. Oh, a little bit of contact they had.
Looks like that is going to rotate it around 2. We're going to leave it here, folks, because it looks like it is going to rotate back to these guys duking it back out again. Or at least Perky right there trying to get that lap back.
Yes, Flash 9 is your leader. Perky is trying so hard right now.
Thus, he's going to be duking it out again for just an opportunity to get back around the track.
Well, you can't blame Flash 9. No. I mean, at this point, Flash 9 could have pulled over, let Perky go, say, yeah, you got a little bit fresher tires, you're a lap down, go ahead. But he knows how fast that 10 car is. He's trying everything he can to keep him a lap down.
I don't know, man. When it comes down to that, that was some pretty hard racing. Those two were stacked up side by side. If I was Perky, I don't know, man. He came in there and there wasn't really a lot of places to go. We know, definitely know he's fast. Definitely know he's fast. But I think that's when that patience, folks, is what we're looking at. How long can you ride back there and have another car next to you that's looking for the same thing? All right, OG was there trying to get up in this whole mix, looking for that door to open for him to slide in there as well and get that clean air. So again, that's that patience.
It was just unfortunate.
Yeah,
it was that 19 to piston. He just got a little bit loose coming off the turn. That loose that we were talking about, where that car just wants to keep turning left, and it just turned left and collected the 10 car. And unfortunate, but didn't really affect that 19 car. As you see, Piston slowly working his way back into this picture here, right behind that 1 car. He's running in your 2nd position.
And it looks
got
like
Dave Rule right behind your leader, looking like the first
does get his lap back. So we are on board Perky right now, who has had himself some further misfortunes out there on track, and he is racing, just got his lap back now, so we have 2 more stages to go. He will be good to go when it comes to the start of next stage on the lead lap, and on all cylinders again, firing at the back of the field, bringing her up through.
Oh, in the wall!
Whoa!
10 car in the wall.
Yep.
Really pushed it out of that turn.
Our leader right now, so he's still looking good though, because he's one lap down, but he's the first car lap down, and he's going to remain that way. He's sitting right there on the tail of the leader.
But man, I mean, he was trying so hard to stay on that lead lap. Whew.
Races lap back, gotta love that.
I've had, John, I've had races like this, John. I know you could go into this race, you could have the fastest car, and every possible thing that could go wrong goes wrong. I know what that feels like.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I think all drivers can share that same boat with you, buddy, rowing away in a very long race. And when things go bad at Charlotte, folks, it goes really bad because it is such a long race. Grueling, it does. It takes a lot. It takes a lot out of you.
Well, it happened to Chase Elliott this year too. I mean, he was winning the 600, and caution came out 2 laps to go. NASCAR overtime. He decided to pit. Brad Keselowski stayed out. Lost that race, even though Chase was the dominant car. So anything can happen in these races.
We're looking at 12 laps to go. Perky's tires, he has a really great balanced car. I was looking at his tire wear, and they're literally matched on the right-hand side. So that's a really good balanced car right there. That's why he has such these long runs. Car's wearing evenly. That means it's rotating nicely through the turns. You're going to stay consistent, and you're going to have that speed, that overall speed, not just that off the gate speed or that long run speed, but the overall. So you see, he's fast at the beginning of the run as well.
Definitely. I'm seeing him stick to this leader. Them working together, even though Perky is a lap down, is allowing that one car to stretch his lead away from Piston Piper at this moment. And who's sitting in that second position?
Let's see. Let's go to Timac right there. There he is. Let's find out where Ty's at.
Looks like Ty's running in that third spot. Fourth spot, I should say. Yep. You got first is Flash 9, second is
Piston.
Second is Piston, yes, and then third is OG, and fourth is Timac, and in between there you got Dave Rule. He's actually your second car lap down since Flash 9 was able to get around Perky.
So Dave Rule was probably ruling and of course voting for the Perky to get himself past Flash 9, get that lap back, because that would put him in contention to get that lucky dog pass. We got car in the grass. We got car in the grass. You may just have your wish. Let's see who that was.
Piper.
That was Piston
Piper. Oh, from that second spot, can he gather it back up? Try not to lose too much track position here.
Was there contact of some sorts there?
No, I'm not sure.
Here comes Timac taking full advantage.
Yep, Timac making his way up to third, up to that podium spot. I had a little conversation with Timac before the race. I said, you better get that podium for me today.
Oh, he's on a mission right now. He's getting it done.
You know, Timac's always got that, he's got that solid, long-run car. He's just always able to just put that thing up there when it counts at the end of these long runs. So, I'm not surprised to see him up there at all, Sean.
Yeah, these boys have broke away right here. OG still sitting, firm right now in that bubble. He's been sitting there by himself for quite some time. It's his second place position right here for OG. He's doing a great job. Great job in that car. JTG Chevy throwing down some power. You got a good battle looking behind him though. Timac right now under attack by Piston Piper. Oh! All kinds of contact. Piston goes by him. Wow! Piston must have gathered it up, got that run, and forced some issues there. And he gone.
I think he just used the 24 car to get all that grass off his grill.
That must have been it. But he added more on there as he went across it again. So, dang it, you know.
Man.
That's right now. That looks like Timac wants some. He wants a little bit of a retribution here.
That draft is so strong. It makes you feel like you're so much faster than the car in front of you when you catch that draft, and you're able to get that run and make that pass a lot of the times. And then, exactly, because then that car that you just passed is going to be all over your draft and trying to pass you. So it's a back and forth battle.
It is, and it's the different entries that really mess people up here when you're racing this thing. And your entry into 1 and 2, not super critical when you're racing around others, a little easier. But your entries into 3 and 4, and when you're chasing somebody and you have to come in at a different angle of some sorts than what your car is initially set up for, you really have to work that throttle and that wheel to negotiate that car through the center around your opponent, either on the high line or on the bottom line, because your car's set up and your race style is set up normally to maneuver through that thing in a certain way. So this is where that talent comes into play, of being able to take that car and adjust yourself to make yourself go around and underneath, put your car where it's not really quite set up to go, and make that pass.
You're spot on, Tron. Especially about 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is such a tricky turn to try to pass somebody in. Your car wants to arc it in and then dive down and hug that line. And if you got another car there or somebody trying to pinch you down, it gets very, very tight and difficult. That's why we're seeing a lot of this contact.
Absolutely, but if you can manage that high line and you can keep that thing off that wall, especially on that exit coming out of 4, you can utilize that horsepower and that RPMs because you're not holding that car down. You're releasing it a little bit earlier than the cars that are lower than you are. And you can utilize their side draft as well, creating that run coming out.
Look at inside.
Whoa!
Oh, that was the end of the stage.
That was in the stage. Sorry, folks.
That was the end of the stage. Our tracker is a little bit behind that man Perky here. He was a lap down, so.
That's right. There one more lap to go, but we're right there.
It looks like he got that lucky dog, I want to say.
We're going to look at it right now as he crosses tracker, and should pop up my little running orders, and we're going to be good to go. All right, so he finished that off in 10th spot. So let's hopefully scroll up to my top. There we go. I got 5th spot here and down. NASCAR King, Bowman, Shadow. Here we go. Okay, Flash 9, OG, Piston Piper, Timac, NASCAR Kings. 5th, 6th is Bowman Nation, 7th Shadow, NASCAR off 8th, 9th is Hellcat Maverick, 10th is that man Perky. All right, so he is going to make that charge again. Let's see where his crew pits him out on track when it comes to the pit stops in general. What tires he takes, what strategies are going to be mustered up in this 3rd stage, folks. We still have one more after this, so getting a long race here. Patience, patience, patience. I'm really wondering what's going to get thrown down at the end here, after this stage.
Yeah,
here we go.
These guys only get 30 laps to a tank of fuel, so every one of these stages they're going to have to make a pit stop. So it's wild here to see what's going to happen.
I like this. That's why I like Charlotte so much, because of the length of the race.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it's very racy track. And you know, just a heads up here to our viewers, Perky was actually able to get his lap back there, and let's see him make his way through the field here.
This is gonna be exciting, because right now, folks, we are side by side right here. Timac on the outside, doing his best, but he's under all kinds of attack. Look at that right now. Whoa, easy 62, putting all kinds of pressure on Timac, trying to muster up himself some speed and get something done.
For the lead. You got OG looking inside. This is the closest he's been able to get to the lead. He's had to restart 4th, 5th, around that area. This time he's able to stay right in those tracks of that one car, and he's trying to make his way to the front. He's hung around in that top 5 all day, so you know he has a fast car.
It's an aggressive battle right here for basically Top 5 all the way back, 6th, 7th, 8th. Everyone's lined up, sticking nose to tail right now, trying to keep their RPMs up. Not let the cars get away from them when it comes to this drafting.
3 wide.
That is so crucial. There it is. 37 high and dry to the outside, maintaining his run. Oh,
Bowman
the
Nation
wall.
looking
Easy.
inside. Trying to go for that second spot.
Oh, contact. Perky in 88 of Bowman Nation.
Wait, Perky already up there? Holy cow.
Yep, on the outside, trying to hold it tough. Setting his sights on Piston Piper in that 19. And you do have, of course, Flash 9 out there in that Chip Ganassi Chevy, holding point off. Look at this. Battle on the outside. This is fourth. That third place position. Bowman holding good on the inside. Here comes Timac with an amazing run. Let's see where he's going to do with it. He's got the 48 with all kinds of help. But here comes a, oh man, hold on. Here comes everybody. Here comes the 37 again.
Can he hold on to it? He had to gather that thing up. He got a little bit of contact.
We're just in the middle of all this stuff right now, folks. OG in the middle of this thing now. Gonna take it to the bottom. Perky in the outside. Now, who is my custom car that's out there? That one. Marley. The one that's sitting a little bit, I don't know.
Which one is that one?
I don't know. Let's see. The American flag one that's sitting right behind the 37 car. Who is that? I cannot read that number.
I believe that's NASCAR Oof. That's the number 6 car, NASCAR Oof.
Gotcha. Copy that.
He's come to the party.
Thank you. I have been struggling with him for quite some time now.
Oh, a little contact between the 17 and the 40. Put the 40 in the wall.
We're all in the middle of all of this nonsense right here, folks. This is basically third place on back. Fighting for this. Timac's able to break away in that third spot. Bowman Nation. Whoa, hold on to it, guys. Excellent job, Bowman Nation, in that fourth place position. 48 coming with the charge right now. That's NASCAR Kings. Really doing a good job. Here comes the 37 again. Oh, gee, trying to put something down, man. Impressive stuff right here. Holding the bottom. Bowman Nation outside. Making her stick. But look, here
NASCAR
comes the 48.
pushing
NASCAR.
OG.
Great run by those two.
Oh, easy. I thought he was inside to make it 3 wide. I really did.
No, he was being smart. Whoa, but he gave OG a heck of a shot through 3 and 4. He did a little butter action. Rode him up. He went to high.
Inside.
Here comes Perky.
Go for that 4th.
Oh, contact off the wall. Connor bringing in. Running out of real estate there, folks. This is all for fourth position. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. I've kind of checked out a little bit, as you see right there in that fan view. This is fourth on back, folks.
Perky is doing everything he can to try to clear these guys and get his way to the front.
He's doing good, sticking on that bottom and not. He hasn't got a lot of that contact or anything like that from the outside line. Everybody's holding their lines, doing a fantastic job. Great racing getting thrown down right now. NASCAR Platinum Cup Series, always putting on a great show. Yes,
definitely. And a lot of thanks to our sponsor.
Absolutely. Century 21, 100%. Thank you so much. They're a real estate company that is all throughout the world, folks, especially the U.S. If you need anything when it comes to real estate endeavors, make sure you give them a holler. Look them up. I guarantee you there's someone close to you answering all of your questions. And if it's anywhere over here, Kyle Perhack. Just remember that name.
Where's over here, John? Where's over here?
Pismo Beach. Pismo Beach, California, folks.
California.
Oh yeah, I mean I rock it every time we open up, like loud, like really loud. So I hope it sticks, because it's a great spot over here, folks. This is the race capital of the West Coast, central-ish part area, central West Coast here.
Hey, Chun.
Yo.
We got about, you know. Looks about 38 laps to go in this stage. How about we crank it up before we get some pit stops?
I like that. We got a good group right now that's cranking some massive horsepower. So I'm sure that behind that horsepower is some noise.
I'm here, brother. I'm here.
Yeah. Those motors definitely work, and they're throwing out all kinds of horsepower. That's a lot of noise.
Hey, did you catch that pass for third place?
Oh man! Right now we are on it
underneath Timac,
and we're looking at it right now on Timac. Looking over it. Perky is on his run, moving his way back forward again. Timac all over his bumper. He's going to hope to latch onto the back of this car and catch himself a ride off this fast car right here that's continuing to do that elevator move throughout this race, going from
Turkey is just
back to front. I mean, he's doing a great job. Talk about a yo-yo of a race.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Leading and running 1 and 2, and actually coming a few laps short of a stage win in stage 1. Stage 2 works his way from 11th all the way up to that top 3, battling for second, almost the lead. Gets into a rough situation and gets knocked around and gets a little damage. Now this stage already started in the 10th spot, worked his way all the way up to 3rd and looking for more. Man, that car is fast.
Now you just seen Flash flash through the picture. You have the 19 sitting right there in that second spot, doing himself fantastic job, trying to maintain pace as Piston Piper. You got that man Perky in this 3rd spot right here, doing a phenomenal job with his car, bringing that number 10 all the way through the field a few times now so far. All right, that leaf filter Chevy has some power today, folks. But you got some good competition right behind him. That 24 of that Hendrick Chevy of Timac been up front all day, right there in contention, in striking move, just like he always does. OG has been putting himself on one heck of a battle, utilizing. He got all the way up to second, charging for that lead in that 37
He's
JTG
still running
Chevy.
that top 5. He's been up there all race long in that top 5, battling for position. It's a great points race for him, but I know he wants more. He wants more, for sure.
Here we go. Battle for second right now. Here comes Perky on the inside of Piston Piper. He's looking, and looks like Timac's going to follow. Piston Piper is stuck on the outside again, but he's held it out there before. Let's see if he can do it again. The last time, it didn't end up so well.
No. There they go. Oh, it's Timac looking inside.
And it's not commentator curse this time, folks, because they came to us, all right? We were already here, all right? We already had this camera view, Piston, so I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, now you got Piston looking inside. Nope.
Oh!
Paul's back in
Ricky
line.
clears them. 24 is looking underneath 19. Oh, Piston still holding outside. Great move. 37 sneaking in. Oh, here comes OG moving to contact. Down that front stretch, across that start finish line, barreling into 1 and 2.
Man, how quickly you could go from 2nd to 5th.
I know! Oh, that's one heck of a run right there. Perky, well, that's what happens when Perky brings the party, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
he brought the party.
I'm looking at this lap interval here, and there's a 2.2 second lead from Flash 9 to Perky.
Contact, and Perky has rode up considerably, like really bad.
Man, contact
21 laps or 20, I think 25 laps to go. Okay, now he's get that he make that charge again. He's already been through this pack once. He's going to have to do it one more time. Just these boys are not that easy to pass. And here comes our leader on the pit road with that man Perky, also staying on the same strategy as the 1. Those guys hooked up earlier in stage 1 and were able to check out from the field. Let's see if that's what that man's Perky's idea is. Hook back up with him. That way they can get in front and do a little leap over these 3 that are running so good and so tight. You have to out-strategize.
Definitely gets the award for most cars past this race. I mean, more than yo-yo.
I think he's passed I think he's passed like almost 40 cars. You know, almost up to full field. We're good. But like we're saying, folks, when it comes to the strategies of these cars, especially after a while, you start to realize which cars are really evenly matched and which drivers have the same amount of, that same style of talent to maneuver these cars on those lines. Well, now here's what you're going to have to do. This is when your crew chief comes into play. Like, okay, we're all running really similar times. We have the same style of runs. So let's go ahead and flip it up a little bit. Let's pit a couple laps early. Let's go with this guy. Let's go with that guy. Let's flip this up a little bit, get us in track position, get us in front of the swarm that continues to keep mustering itself together.
Yeah. Now, if you see where they came out on track here with Flash 9 and Perky, Perky is about 2.5 seconds, I'd say, roughly, behind the leader. Maybe 3 seconds. See if you can run him down. Now, that it's just, you know, he's only got Flash 9 in his sights. Now, I don't know where these other guys are going to cycle out when they come out of their pit stops, but these guys pitted just a little bit earlier than them, so they might have that clean air, be able to battle it out.
Yeah, right now we are on our leader. Ty-Mac is leading this thing right now, and he has company. Close contact proximity right here. OG sitting right there on his tail, working with them throughout, so it looks like OG's dipping off. Okay. OG's in the pits right now in that JTG Chevy. Gonna go get himself his splash, his 4 fresh feel goods, get that rocket back out on track, and see if he can ignite that thing, get it back up to that top 5.
Flash 9 made his way around the 62 of Hellcat Maverick. I'm not so sure. I do not think Hellcat has pit yet, just yet.
Okay.
But that little bit of wall up there.
24 is coming to pit right now. Leader coming to the pit.
Perky should be your second place car when this all cycles through, and he is showing an 8th position at the moment, so we still have quite a few cars that need a pit. And here you got the 62 coming to pit road.
Okay, Ty-Mac dipped off as well. Flash 9's back out. Perky's back out. We're back on board with Flash, looking back. Let's see who's where. So that looks like that's Perky back there. That man, Perky. Yeah, that dude back there. There he is. That guy that's coming all kinds of quick, getting really, really big in your picture right now. Yeah, that guy.
OG came out just behind Piston Piper in that 19. And I'm going to be curious to see where the 24 comes out here. Oh, he's coming out right there. He's going to be coming out right behind that 37. That's going to put him in that 5th position. Bowman Nation battling right now. Looking outside of that 24. He's actually in your 5th position right now.
We are definitely on him right now. Let's see what
something
he has.
Must have happened. Maybe a runaway tire or something for Ty-Mac, because he had a little bit of a slow pit stop there. Or Tron, this could be the effect of those new tires. That if you pit too late from when them leaders pit, you're going to lose so much time on track.
Yeah, and that's affirmed. But at the same time, they ran their runs longer on the stages prior, and the field was even further spread out. But by the end of it, they all managed to get stacked back up on top of each other. Hence, some of that wrecking that ended up happening between that lap car or whatnot. But I think Ty-Mac's going to be sitting himself pretty right now. Let's look at our lap count, see where we're going to wind ourselves around to be here. Look, as Ty-Mac's looking underneath the 18 or the 88 right now, rotating underneath on the bottom. Great job, clears him and passes.
But he's got those fresher tires now, fresher than pretty much everybody on the track. So
yeah, he was.
You're going to see him make his way to the front for sure.
Yeah, it's looking like we're like 18 to go. So we still have a little bit of time left in this stage, folks. Yes, stage. Yep, we still have one more.
I'm curious. I'm watching this interval between Flash and Perky, and it's staying pretty much the same. We don't really have a tire difference because these guys pit pretty much right with each other. So I think that distance might be a little bit too much to overcome for Perky in the 10 car because the 1 and the 10 are so equally matched.
Right now we got a decent battle going on for 3rd spot here, or at least starting to take shape and form. Piston Piper is on the bumper of OG. They both got a little contact to the wall on that one, followed each other into that. See if Piston can get himself a run get himself up into that third position. 14 laps remaining, folks, in stage 3. This is one of the closest battles we have going on so far. Let's look around and see.
I love that Pismo Beach blip cam. I love it.
The blip cam? Yeah.
It shows you the whole line on the track. It's just wild to watch these guys take, drive from that angle.
Especially when they're trying to rotate and how close they get to each other. I mean, it really shows when they're side by side, that 3 wide especially. And it shows those cars wiggling around and moving. All that air.
Yeah, I'm impressed with OG. He's really shown how strong his car is. Up there running that third position again. Up there in that top 3. I want to see if maybe he has a little bit. He's stretching from Piston Piper, so he's a little bit faster than Piston at this moment. Maybe wrong adjustment or whatnot, but it looks like he's gaining a little bit on that man Perky right now.
Well, looking at our board right now, leader's still checked out, 1.5 from Perky, so he's
gone in a flash. Gone in a flash.
He's gone. You're right. And he is privileged it all day long. Coming up to 11 to go right now, folks, in this stage 3. We got Flash 9, that man Perky, OG, and Piston Piper and Ty-Mac running out our top 5 right now, folks. You are on board our third place car right now, OG.
Tron, I can't, Flash, he's fast every week, in and out, he's fast, but I can't help but notice that he's in a bow tie, and there's a suit and tie following him around this track right now, so.
That's right. Well, we're dressed up for the big show because we want to look good at the end when we're in that victory lane is what it is. And again, and you know that
I'd rather be in a suit and tie, Ford, first on race day.
No, when it comes to racing, the bow tie. When it comes to booth, the tie. All right, the bow tie is for racing. The tie is for the booth, buddy.
No.
Just as classy, with different meanings.
The bow tie is just to dress up a piece of crap.
Here we go. I could start with the acronyms, buddy. Don't get me going.
Does that touch heart? Sorry,
no,
buddy.
not really, because I know you way off skew on that one. If look who's winning this race right now.
No way.
That Chip Ganassi Chevy's dominating. So
I don't
have to say anything. I don't have to say. Hey, I don't say anything.
What's your take on this Chevy versus Ford battle?
What's your take? What's that? Go ahead.
I said I'd love to hear what the viewers have to think about, this Chevy versus Ford battle. Which car they roll with.
We already know.
Honda, Toyota, whatever you want to call it.
We already know what people do when it comes to that whole Chevy versus Ford thing. You read about it on Facebook every single day. Different captions of Chevy and Ford. I love them. I think they're great, by the way. And here we go. There's that Ferris wheel. That's where you lift up a bit, get back into that throttle, roll into it right there. That's one of my markers, at least. That was a great vision of it right there, or view.
Look as I talked about, that OG, man, he is fast. He caught that man Perky. He's looking inside, trying to take that second position.
On him.
OG made the right battle. It seems like this track is really coming to him now because this track changes. This is a long race, 200 laps, 300 miles, and this track constantly changes, especially because it's at night. I mean, it is constantly changing, and it's either gonna, you're gonna lose your car or it's gonna come to you, and it looks like it's really coming to him. Well, and his pit crew probably made the right adjustments as well.
Well, one of the other things is I want to note out is I'm not sure if that's old damage or new damage to that tin car right now, that Chevy, but it could be old damage. That's the only problem is that it doesn't reset more or less in the stages.
I believe it's old damage.
Okay.
I believe it's old.
So I wonder if that may be what's taking effects on that leaf filter Chevy of that man Perky. Right now, all over that 37 car.
Maybe these guys can work together and run down Flash 9. I'm looking at the interval, and it's sitting there right around 2 seconds. So let's see if maybe they got enough to run him down to 1.9.
They are 1.7. They are gaining on him right now. So actually, Perky's a smart character as well when it comes to racing. If he may seen, or he'll look at his progressions when it comes to his lap times, his mile per hour, things of that nature. He's smart like that, where you look at those things, and the cars who's dropped in behind you, you're both running together. All right, and you're like, okay, well, the cars can probably go faster. Let's try you in front and then see if my car has a little bit more power or whatnot for my setup, handles a little bit better, I can push a little bit harder, and then thus creating more speed to catch this leader. And that's exactly what happened. They just flipped spots real quick.
Right now.
Yeah, and literally because he flipped spots with them, and he's able to push the 37. They're faster with the 10 car behind the 37 than the 37 behind the 10 car. They're actually catching the leader right now. Let's move forward. Yes, they are. Clocking it down now to 1.2.
Yes,
1.2.
and you know, Perky was smart about that, just like you were saying, because he noticed, you know, okay, the 37 is faster than me, just by a little bit right now, so let me just follow in his tracks to see if I can help him catch this leader, and then pounce and try to take it from both.
Exactly. And and right now you got a little bit of a little butter touch right there. Easy on that butter. She is a slippery.
They're close. They're sniffing that draft right now.
Great job there. And again, what Perky was trying to get done here, looked like he wants to do a little hopscotch action. He wants to utilize the 37, push him up there, use him as a pick, and then hopefully take them both at the same time.
And meanwhile, these guys are
end of stage there, folks. So that was it. Oh man, that wrapped it down real quick. Can't wait to get trackers.
So close. So
Flash
close.
9, OG, Batman Perky, 1, 2, and 3, Piston Piper 4th, NASCAR Kings in the fifth place spot in that 48. Good job. Good run for Flash 9. Both stages so far. Putting down a good showing.
10 more laps, they would have had him for sure. 5 probably.
Man, he is, dude, think about Flash 9 right now, dude. He is gaining so many points right now. This is ridiculous.
You know, I wonder if Perky was thinking ahead here, thinking, all right, I'll give you the spot. I know that I'm going to take 3rd for this stage, but I'm going to start on that bottom line for this last stage.
I don't know, but we got 51 laps remaining. You get about 30 laps in a tank. Do you split it? Do you run it out? Have all your speed in your tire at the end? Do you have a consistent, fast run throughout by splitting it and having your fresh tires balanced?
I think Tron, I think I'm going to split it if it were me, because I'd want to maximize, you know, fresh tires the most that I can, and just hope that some guys stay out longer and you can gain some track position on them.
All day long, and here we go, folks. Green, 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 all kinds, sticky super green. Oh yeah, outside, already up and moving, Piston Piper out there, stuck, tough. But he's got company, Bowman Nation in the 88, giving it a good shot. We got the 40 car, McDonald's Chevy way down low, trying to hold on to her. A little more contact in the center. Oh, here comes Mac butter action. Brings her back up. He's looking good though in that 4th spot. That man Perky underneath in that 10 car. He's looking tough. He's going to take that 2nd spot right now. Hard run on the 37. Great move. Takes it in. Oh! No! Crossover move by the 37. Back underneath. Here comes Mac capitalizing on that misfortune. And here comes Piston Piper as well. Everybody is on a mission, on a run right now, and they're doing a great job.
That 10 car is going to get hung out to dry.
Oh, hold on to it, boys. Hold on to it. Oh, we got a little bit of contact. 88 over. Yep, 88 down and into another car. Luckily, they're able to keep it pointed in the right direction. Everyone's still good.
Timac made his way up to that 3rd spot, and OG is right there all over our leader.
What
Flash
a
9
beautiful
still
run
holding
so
this
far.
thing down. Flash 9's going for the full sweep right now. He's getting the broom out tonight.
He's trying, but he's got a lot of company right now. Again, we're trying to watch. Oh, more contact. Piston Piper, that man Perky.
Oh,
This is for that fourth position, fourth, fifth, right here.
NASCAR King's in that 48. He's trying to peek his nose inside there just a little bit on Perky.
Here comes the 37. Got himself a great run. Amazing run on the one right now. Let's see what's going to happen. Is he going to stick behind them and try to run away from these guys, or is he going to try to get out there and take control of this race? Now, we still have a pit stop to go, folks, before the end of all this. So, how do you challenge it? How do you want to do it? For me personally, I would probably be sitting in that second spot, chilling there for a while. Knowing that I have a gap behind me, I would sit there and just kind of utilize my time and my tires, wind this thing down, being in a really good position. Not being the guy who's under attack right now, like the one is, trying to maintain his speed, racing the crap out of his car. Oh yeah.
But you're 100% correct. Oh, you got Larson rocks in the wall. You're 100% correct on that. I mean, I'm watching Perky here. He made his way around the 24. He's trying to snip that draft, catch up. Ooh, Flash, did I just lose the lead? No, he still has the lead.
Yeah, no, Flash there.
I seen the 37 OG looking inside.
But, yeah.
You know, these pit stops are going to be very crucial. If it were me, I would want to come in the pits and try to outbrake the first place car, but know that I'm not going to get run into from behind, because we've seen that a lot in this style of racing when a lot of these guys come and pit together. Yep. So, I mean, this will be something to watch too.
Oh yeah. Prime example last night. Some of the greatest were racing in that Talladega race, and we had one of those pro drivers. He came flying in there, just couldn't get it rolled up and slowed up, and took out another driver and sent him into the stands, man, from the pit entrance. It was pretty impressive stuff, but it is treacherous getting in and out of these pits. Not just getting off the track and rolling your own car up, but being surrounded by everybody else who's trying to accomplish the same exact thing. Yes. Get off fast, get in there, get them changed, get back out, and get back up to pace. Every driver's trying to accomplish the same thing.
Man, OG and Flash are really working together, taking a little bit of notes from Perky and Flash earlier in the race.
At least the 37 was. Yeah, the OG was definitely paying attention. At that first stage, when Perky and Flash and I were able to distance themselves from the rest of the field. Now he's finding himself in that same position, knowing how fast Perky is. Really smart call right here. Let's keep us in front of that guy. All right, that way that's going to give us, and they want this kind of a buffer right now, especially coming up on pits, folks, because you want to have that buffer to get in and out of pit lane. If anything goes wrong, you squirrel the tires down a little bit, trying to come in a little hot. You got to lock them up, slide them up a little bit. Your efforts not going to be quite as clean. Your pit crew might drop the ball a little bit. Fumbling with the hose. You never know. So having this kind of a gap on the rest of the cars right now, it's a beautiful thing, beautiful sight. I would love every last second of this.
Well, you're seeing third, fourth, and fifth. They're all running nose to tail here, drafting with each other, trying to catch up to these leaders. It's so tough to judge on whether this is going to work or not. But I mean, it's showing the patience of these guys. They know that they're all fast, and maybe if they work together, they can catch these guys. And that interval is shrinking.
Slowly, but it's shrinking, and that's exactly it. Will it make a huge difference when it comes to these pits? Again, they're trying to keep that pressure on these guys as much as possible. So get up there, put pressure on them, make a mistake getting into pit road.
Oh man, it looked like a little contact from OG into the wall. Still staying in that draft though, didn't really wall him up. Just behind them, you got 6th and 7th running together. It looks like that's NASCAR King and Hellcat Maverick. 48 and 62 back there, running strong.
Whoa! We got all kinds of blowing up and slowing up here as NASCAR off regains control of his car after an evasive maneuver. around the 2.
We're at about 35 laps to go right this moment, Tron. So we're going to be seeing pit stops here in the next, I'd say 10 laps, 7 to 10 laps.
Yeah, the window's opening, especially for the ones who are going to opt to split the stage. Woo, piston a little loose there. His tires are wearing.
You might see some guys pit here right at that 30 lap mark. You know, after running about 21 laps, they'll take that pit stop and then hope that these guys wait longer, and that way that they can every lap that they're on track, they're going to gain a second on track position.
Excellent run so far. Look at this, man. These guys really know what they're trying to get done here, and they're performing it perfectly. 2 are locked together. The 3 are locked. The 3 cars behind them are locked together. They're all orchestrating and getting it done exactly how this thing needs to be styled out right now.
Well, I'm watching that interval to the leaders is actually stretching now a little bit. Yeah, it's growing, and that's surprising because you got 3 cars versus 2, but it's just maybe Perky isn't. You've seen last race, they closed that gap big time when Perky put the 37 in front of him, and then they caught Flash 9. So maybe Perky isn't the best lead car.
True, but they did just flip the order around again. Piston was bringing up the caboose of the small train now. Looks like Timac's going to go ahead and try to take over and close the back door on this thing. And what I mean by closing the back door on this draft that they're trying to create is that you have your lead car who is punching a hole in the air, and then you have the tail end car that's trying to compress everything together. So the air will all boil over all of your cars efficiently and fluently, thus creating more horsepower between all of you guys and being able to get some more speed. But again, it's about being locked together. That's what it's all about. You have to get those cars locked together. That back car needs, it's important for that back car to stay on that bumper, the center car to remain as lined up as possible on the bumper for the lead car. All these guys have to work together.
Yeah, Tron, we're right at 30 laps to go right now. Good. So these guys, if they pit right now, they would be able to make it the rest of the way. So I think you're going to see these cars coming to pit road very shortly. Some guys try to do a little sneak attack here, try to gain some track position. But I think if any of these top 5, top 6, 7 cars make a pit stop, you're going to see the rest of them follow pretty quickly.
You know what's really cool about all this, though, is that throughout all this race, how many lap cars have we really seen, bud?
Not too many.
Minus that one incident in the beginning of the race, toward the start of the race. But we really haven't seen any lap cars, these guys running up on lap traffic. That just shows the race pace of NOSSCAR right there. NOSSCAR has some very talented drivers due to the fact that these guys aren't going lap downs. They just spread out throughout the track, but no one is going to lap down. They all have the speed to race together on this aggressive Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, these guys, week in and week out, they are constantly throwing down some excellent racing. I mean, I'm very excited every week to broadcast these guys, and again, throwing it down yet again at Charlotte of all places. I mean, this place is this is a driver's track. Yeah. 3 and 4 is a very difficult turn, especially to run side by side, and these guys have proved tonight that they got the talent to do it.
I'm super proud of everybody right now. Doing themselves a great job maintaining pace, keeping their cars clean, out of damage, out of danger, utilizing what they can with the rest of the field and who they're running with, especially the cars that are matched up very well when it comes to their long runs, their speed, their handling, and their driver's talents. All of them are matching up. That's why you keep seeing these packs running together of the same cars. They got similar setups. Their driving styles are similar. And here we go. The 17 is Shadow. Look like he's going lap down right now. Just as we speak that, got one of our first lap down car, possibly pit strategy coming into play right there. So can't really call him a lap down yet. He's everybody is still starting to wrap around to get their last pits. Last tires. Little splash of fuel. Good to go.
Yeah, you're gonna see all these guys making pit stops here.
Oh, here we go. Coming onto pit road now. That man Perky in that 10. Piston Piper still out with Timac. Now these guys both stayed out pretty late in their runs. Let's see if they can continue with the same trend, if you will. 25 laps remaining. These cars will have plenty of fuel after this, plenty of tire left. Should be fine. Smart move there on when he pitted though. I like his duration of his green flag runs as opposed to when he wants to pit and get those tires.
Yes, he maximizes it by splitting it halfway. He's getting the best out of his tires, and he's taking away a little bit of that like late laps, like tires winding down to the nitty gritty. He's getting rid of all that. He's able to split this thing and get the most out of his car for every lap that he's out there on the track.
Searching through Hellcat Maverick, Brett Baker back here. Been holding on pretty tough.
Piston is going to beat. Yep, Piston is going to be beating Timac off the pit road.
Okay, flash time's coming out right now. We have a backwards view going off. Looks like that is Piston. Timac's right there. And that is NASCAR off in the purple machine. That 6 car that I was having such a difficult time with for some reason. Man, that car was driving me crazy earlier, folks. I guarantee you. I was searching and trying, like, who is that? All right, I mean, I know a lot of these. Yeah, when they're running their cars, we can see their cars. Like, okay, that's definitely that's the 22 or that's the whatever car. We can see them, but when they flip it up on us, oh, drives me crazy. Well, I mean, I'm glad to know it though. There we go.
I love the paint scheme though. It's
yes.
Very patriotic. I love it, especially the hard times going on in the country
absolutely.
right now.
Yes, absolutely. But you folks keep staying strong out there, all right? Whew. It's no longer staying safe, man. We gotta stay strong, folks.
Gotta stay
Here we go
safe.
right now.
Gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, but it's not just staying safe. Here we go. Piston Piper trying to get something done here right now, and he's doing it. Got past Timac there in that 24 Hendrick Chevy. Starting to try to reel in. I think that's a race leader up there. Okay, we got the rest of our cars starting to finish up their pit strategies. 37's in. He was our race leader. Everything's rotating back around through. 20 laps to go, folks. 20 laps to go.
Man, Tron, these guys are throwing it down. I mean, it's solid in and out of the pits. I mean, holding their track position, it's hard for any of these guys to gain anything on anybody because they're all hitting all their marks and I mean, especially, you know, pit road here at Charlotte, it could be a little treacherous and they've all loaded down and got that thing out there and I'm impressed.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% when it comes to the professionalism and the abilities to control their cars all the way through this entire race. Not just making your runs, hitting your marks, 1 into 2, 3 and 4, but getting that car on pit road, off pit road, maneuvering around traffic, working with guys as opposed to trying to race past them. And uh-oh, I think we just had a massive problem go down.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and
no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Flash 9, after dominating this race, just blew his motor with 15 laps to go.
We're talking toast with the most, folks. And look at this. That man Perky all kinds loose, doing some off-roading. What the? This is your lead right here, I believe, folks.
We're getting thrown for a curveball here right
Big
now,
time,
Tron.
because this is your lead right here. This is 1, 2, and 3 now.
Piston Piper's got major nose damage from all this.
We got the 24 on his tail. The 37's been there. Oh my gosh. The OG can possibly sneak this so good. Timac again.
Timac looking inside of Piston.
Oh man, here he
taking
goes.
this lead.
Right at the end, here comes Mr. Where'd he come from? Well, he's always up there. But he waits till the end to strike. And he's striking right now, trying to maintain his lead.
OG.
After
all
terrible
over that 24
misfortunes.
now.
4 Flash 9, just blue motor. Wow.
And that just, oh my gosh, now you got OG looking inside that 24.
He's going to go for it. He knows he's faster. He's been faster all race long. This is his moment right now. Can he get out there? Can he stretch this thing and lead this? No, here comes Piston Piper. He knows what's going on now. He sees the scoreboard and the laps counting down. He wants in on this one as well. No way, because here comes a pick right now. Got their 2-car up.
Oh,
He's up high. He's
Big
really
move.
high and to the outside, getting out of these leaders'
out the
ways.
way.
Good job.
Excellent job.
Letting these guys run
now.
hard. Here comes the 19. Piston Piper trying to track down the 37. He just took over the lead. Here comes Timac right there on him. We are wrapping this thing down, folks.
37 get away.
Nope. But he is. He's starting to stretch it out ever so slightly.
Got Hellcat Maverick and NASCAR King. NASCAR King in 4th and Hellcat in 5th. Great run from those guys.
No kidding. Devin Perky trying to step it up and bring it back up into that top 5. We have 13 left to go, folks. Oh, man, the 37 OG trying to get something done and actually throw down a victory, buddy. Get the big W's. Pressure's on hard right now. He's coming up into that 12 to go. That Baker's dozen. But yeah, I would not be looking back in my rear view right now. Focus on your line. You got plenty of gap. You don't need to worry about them. Those two are hopefully going to be battling it out and slowing down. If Timac can get up there to the 19, those two might possibly have a run for the 37 at the end of this. But right now, 37 OGs in that JTG Chevy is really starting to take off, opening up that lead just a little bit more each lap. And we are winding down into 11 laps left to go, folks. Coming into that 10 lap to go mark. Yeah!
Man, that OG, man, he is just pulling away. These guys should have stayed in that draft.
Just a little bit.
Oh, man.
But look, Timac has now got up to the bumper of Piston. Let's see if he can give him a good shove. Because remember, we're coming up 10 to go right now.
Oh, no, he said
we
no
inside
shove.
that
I'm
top
looking
10,
inside.
baby.
He said, I want that second spot.
Yep. 10 to go. Official. Uh-oh. Timac challenging in it early. Still got a bit of a race left. Here we go, side by each. 19 stacked on the outside. Piston trying to hold it.
19 made his way around that lap car, the 51 car there.
No contentions, no worries, and Timac clears them underneath.
Smartly let that leader go.
Okay, here they come up on Armstrong again. Here comes second and third spots. Let's see what happens with Armstrong. Hopefully he gets way up and out the way. Let these boys go. Holds him down. Contact goes up into the wall. Oh, now Piston's loose.
Oh, he gathered that thing back up. Wow.
Oh, great job. Timac trying to get it right now. Here comes Piston all over him. Great run. All over his bumper. Laps are winding down. We're inside 10 to go. Should be running down to about 8 to go next lap.
Oh, we are down at 6 to go, Tron. 6 to go.
Oh, easy. Hold on to it. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I'm showing 7. Okay, got it. Copy that. Well, we are on our second and third places because our leader has checked out a little bit right now. That is the 37 of OG and that JTG Chevy. Misfortunes happened to Flash 9. He was leading this race. Blue motor with like 16 laps left to go. And out of the race, moving everyone forward. Perky's still fighting through his tremendous adversities that he's been thrown throughout this race, and is finding himself in that 6th position, still working his way through the field, trying to find his way inside that top 5 for this finish. We're at 4 to go.
This could be this might be OG's first career NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series win. I'm going to be interested to hear this interviews if he pulls this thing off.
I love first race winners, dude. They're just great, man.
Heck yeah. And Timac running there in that 2nd spot, battling it out with Piston. It's going to be a great podium here to hear what these guys got to say.
Well, it's gonna go one or two ways. It could be like that guy, that Portal guy, where he didn't know what to do with his hands, and he didn't know what to say on his first win. You remember that? That was good stuff, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, I had to just pull that interview out of that kid. That was great. Good stuff. We'll see if he got a little something better for us. But even though that was funny. Here we go, folks. Wrapping this thing up here in just a moment. NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series at Charlotte. Getting it done. This 50%er long race.
3 laps.
3 laps to go. You're on 2nd and 3rd place battle right now. JTG Chevy of OG. That number 37 has checked out, has himself about 2-second gap now. He's doing just fine. As long as he doesn't have any kind of problems with anybody in front of him, he should be okay.
Or mechanical.
Or mechanical. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Marley. Thanks, man. All right.
I'm sorry, brother.
All right. So
if
it happens to him, that's your fault. That's your fault, buddy.
Flash 9 won first, second, and 3rd stage, and blew his motor with 15 to go. That is so unfortunate.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. All day long,
my
man.
gosh.
Oh, such great stuff all the way through. Some race drama unfolding. Whoa, here we go! This is for the 2nd spot right here, folks. Piston Piper just got it. These guys have been duking it out, but look at this. Look at this. Timac ain't going to go down without a fight.
No, he's not.
Coming up on our last lap.
Inside? Oh, he's looking. Oh,
this is it, folks. This is it. Who's going to take it at the end? Get some. Piston Piper going to get that 2nd spot. Oh! Wrecked him.
I believe that was it.
That was last lap. I was watching it. He's putting it across the line. He might have been putting on a little bit of a show for you. Possibility. Yeah. But it was this man right here, our race winner. Great job to OG. In that number 37, JTG Chevy, taking home that victory. We got Piston Piper in that 2nd spot. Timac rounding out that podium. Oh, what a great run by these guys.
Yes, excellent. We got NASCAR King in 4th.
3rd. Yeah, go ahead.
That man Perky in 5th. 6th is Hellcat Maverick. Great finish for him. NASCAR Oop in 7th. 8th is Bowman Nation. 9th was Dave Rule. 10th was Shadow. 11th Brett Baker, and 12th was Armstrong.
Yeah, great run by everybody today. You know, really holding it strong, holding it tough there. So we're gonna get our podium finishers over here. Give a good chat with them.
Yes, sir.
Some
we're
good
gonna
battle
get Timac over here and see if he can throw out his little fishing pole.
Oh man, what a good race. Long one.
Yeah, it was. But it
Timac! There he is.
What's up, Timac?
Hey, everyone, how's it going?
Doing good, man. Yeah, you guys were running a good, tough race there. Some good strategies, really working together, clean lines all the way through. Man, just super stoked for you. You got our fishing pole out there, right?
Yes, sir. Top 3 are in the building.
All right. So, well, you finished up with that third spot there, Ty Mac. You were driving up there.
Sir.
You had that first place position on lockdown for a little while, battling up there, but throughout the top 5 all the way through. You had a group of cars that looked like you guys were all evenly matched. Man, give us a rundown how that all portrayed, because you guys were battling so tight, so tough the entire time. Those runs that you were making with each other, trying to catch the leaders, switching it around a little bit. You know, how you guys switched position to see if you'd run faster in the line, you know? Oh, we were noticing all of that. Please, give us an update. You know, tell us what happened.
Well, you know what? I think you hit the nail right on the top of the head there. It was a very competitive, very evenly matched race. There was a whole lot of side-by-side and 3-wide action, but we went caution-free. We saw good racing all night long. There was battles all over the racetrack, from the top 5 to the latter half of the top 10 and so forth. And it was easy to make passes on the inside, and I saw a few guys make passes on the outside as well. It was a great race, and this 24 car was fast. Brought the Liberty University color paint job out, and rode around in the top 5, top 10 for the entire race. And I knew it was a long race. This is the longest race on the schedule every year, and I knew that if I got freight trained on a restart, or if I got bumped into the wall, or anything bad happened, I knew I had a lot of time to recover. So I went in here cool-minded and clear-headed, and just race the race instead of the competition. Race the track instead.
Now, how were the drivers out there as well? Were they exerting similar mentalities when it comes to how long this race was? Did you see a lot of patience? I mean, it looked like we saw a lot of patience out there throughout the race. Did you see that on track as well?
It seemed like it, yeah. I saw a lot of patience out there. There was some rubbing and racing there, but for the most part, I think a lot of patience was shown. We went caution-free, and that's saying something too, considering how many battles on the track we had all race long. Once we got strung out a little bit, that's when the clean racing really happened, and everyone kind of got in their rhythm more. And yeah, I think everybody entered this one knowing that it was a long race, 200 laps, one of their favorite tracks, a lot of them were telling me, and they were really looking forward to it. And I find the drivers always perform more at their best when they're not stressing out about the track that they're at, or the competition in the race. So hats off to all of them. They all did a great job tonight. Congratulations to OG Info winning the race, and we almost had something for them. It was a lot of fun. Bringing it home third was a win as well.
Copy that. You did a great job tonight, man. You really did. Like normal,
Excellent
bringing
job,
it, sticking around right up there, waiting for that moment to strike, and it just wasn't quite there this time, but you were right there for it. So great job, Ty Mac, and putting on one heck of a show with all the side-by-side, holding outside and inside lines the way you were doing. Just incredible. Incredible work by the entire NOSSCAR division.
Thanks very much, and special thanks to Left Turn Broadcasting. You guys always put on a good show.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Well, you guys are such a pleasure, man. Oh, seriously. And you got our second place there for us, Marley?
Yes, we do. Piston Piper's in the house.
What's up?
How's it going, Piston?
Oh, pretty good.
Man,
So
oh
you
man.
next. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marley. I was just
You had yourself an excellent race. You battled for the lead. You stayed in that top 5 the entire race. There was some contact between you and Perky. There was contact, where you were taking it. It was an excellent battle. It seemed like in that top 5 the entire race. Can you go through your race?
Well, just to start it off, when me and Perky was trying to get into the corner there, he kind of got into me a little bit. But when I was coming out of the corner, I drifted up and I got in the squiggly wiggly, as I call him. When you got pulled by the track, I got loose. Well, I came down and I barely nipped him. I haven't got to talk to him yet. I'm sure he's pretty upset. But him and the Flash 9 had a little tango going on there, and wasn't nobody going to beat them guys. They wouldn't have lagged out and had their issues.
That was pretty unfortunate for Flash 9 there. And he had his little lag out with
blow motor.
Blew his motor with 15 laps ago. That was pretty unfortunate, but you seemed like you had a car that could hang with him.
Yeah, the number 1 car, dude. I literally was racing with him. Me and him was racing so good together. I was trying to pass him on the outside, the inside, in the grass, wherever it'd go.
Oh, no, we seen you doing the landscaping, buddy. And trust me, I don't think you missed a spot. I think you got it all. You're good.
Dude, listen, Ty-Mac got loose in door slam, bro, and I literally skipped through the grass, and he was like, bro, are you good? I'm like, not talking. I'm like,
We're good. Hey, no, honestly, Piston, you did a really good job holding that outside line. I was very impressed, holding that momentum, really keeping that guy pinned down, but still, you know, aggressively attacking that outside line, keeping those RPMs up the way you were doing, and keeping that guy beneath you, still challenging him for that position and holding it the way you were for lap after lap after lap. Good stuff, dude. Really good stuff. It's not easy to do. Oh yeah, no, you got some really good footage there when it comes down to that, especially through 3 and 4. The fans out there, trust me, it's not easy to rotate 3 and 4 too wide like he was doing, even though they were making it look so effortlessly. They were doing it so effortlessly. They did a great job. It is very difficult to do that. So again, but they made it look easy. It's not. Trust me. Yeah, fantastic job out there. You did great, bud. I was really stoked, very entertained. Lots of good racing. Oh, the pleasure's ours, bud.
See, they're watching. I'm here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's exactly it, bud. So we really appreciate you getting out there, putting on a good show for everybody. And of course for that car in general, man. You were really, putting down some good heat. With that car. I mean, you did. You had yourself a pretty good hot rod all the way through. I mean, that gives Toyotas, I think they need to get a little more credit because you had some good power with that Toyota, and that Gibbs platform. So great job, great run for you in that 19.
Yeah, good job, Ben Phil. I'm gonna hop off here, man.
Yeah, copy that.
All right, let's see.
Go talk to Perky.
All right, copy that.
All right. We got a race winner in here.
Yeah. All right, OG, you got to explain that to us for one, okay? Your name on that one, okay? That's going to be the first list of, in business here. But running that 37 JTG Chevy, you had one heck of a good-looking car, by the way. I love that paint scheme. But you were up there running it tough, and then, Lady Luck smiled on you at the end. You had yourself a fast car. Don't take that away from you at all. You had that car to beat. But man, get us a run on especially what happened at the end when you realized you were that race leader, and what did that happen? Because you had all those cars still right there on your 6, and everyone was fighting to get through all that. But just start with the beginning and kind of run us through it.
Well, at the beginning, I knew I started on the outside, so everybody was, able to pass me and turn 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I figured, already that the high line is not going to work at all at the restarts. And what's even funnier is every single stage I started on the outside. So I was having a really rough time at the beginning of the stages. So at the very end, the last stage, I had enough room to actually get down under Flash 9. I was like, this is nice. I know I'm able to stick with Flash 9 and pull away as long as, 3rd and 4th place are stuck and battling together, side to side. And so at the end, whenever I had enough room, I realized I could slow down a little bit and, save gas while Flash 9 was pushing as hard as he could. And, about probably about 20 laps in, he pitted. I stayed out about 6 laps in, so I stayed out those 6 laps. And so once I got up pit road, I realized that, I got better tires than everybody, so I'm able to pass them easier than what I could before. So I was like, hey, And so Flash 9 lagged out, so it made it a lot easier for me because first and second was basically right in front of me. So, I just went from there.
Man, you did a great job with your car all the way through, holding it up there in contention and staying in contact with those leaders.
One other thing I would like to add in, one thing I want to add in really quick, Info is now the 2nd most winningest driver in NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series history. That's his 12th win in this series.
Holy crap.
Wow.
My apologies, OG. Yeah. I said in the broadcast, I wonder if that's his first NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series race win, because that's the first time that we've seen you win, but Man,
That's firm.
12 wins. Congratulations, brother.
Wow.
Great job.
Thank you, man.
Bringing home the
Talk
baker's
about-
dozen on that one. I get to
Yeah,
say it again.
heck
That's
yeah,
awesome.
dozen.
That's good
Got a
stuff
full
right
dozen
there.
on that one.
Yep. That great run for you. You were very impressive throughout your run. You were able to maintain control, patience, and of course the overall speed of your car throughout every single run. Very impressed. Very impressed with what you threw down today. Great running to get out there. So proud of you, bro.
Oh, and one more thing. Shout out to Duke King. He turns 50 today. And I'm glad that I was able to sub for him and get the win for him. So happy birthday, Duke.
Absolutely. Good job.
happy
All right. Happy
birthday.
birthday, Dookie. Oh, that is one heck of a birthday present for him. Good job for you, OG. Appreciate that one. I'm sure he's going to love it.
Well, I think, OG, I think after your efforts tonight, I think you may have earned yourself a ride in this NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series.
Put
He's
you down
got
there.
one. He knows.
Yeah. Just making it.
You come in as a fill-in and take the W. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
need to be in the car
pretty impressive
all the
stuff.
time, full time.
Yeah, get yourself full ride on that one. Now, you did great work tonight. Fantastic job. I appreciate everyone out there today. We were going over just how clean, how talented the entire NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series is when it comes to the way that they're driving tonight. Everybody was at speed. Everybody was on pace. There wasn't one caution. You had, I think, maybe one or two cars go a lap down, if that. You had a field of over 20 cars out there, and everybody was able to maintain pace. You had battles all over the track. Just all out, through and through. Really good run and good race by NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. Fantastic program, all getting thrown down by Ty Mack himself. Ty Mack, you got a copy?
I do.
Man, you're putting on one heck of a program, sir. Give us a little insight of what you got coming up for us next week, and you know, a little shout out to all the viewers out there, you know, for that constant support.
Left Turn Broadcasting viewers, thank you for joining us for the roller coaster ride that we call the 2020 NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series season. So far, it's been a blast, man. I've been having a lot of fun. And I would like to say that after tonight, we are 15 races done in the season. Next Friday, we have Kansas and Iowa. Now, I know that the guys at Left Turn Broadcasting are really busy with the content that they bring all of you guys every week, so if they can only cover one of those two, that's completely understandable. But if they're up for it, we got a doubleheader next Friday, Kansas and Iowa.
All right.
Well, Ty Mack should know by now how crazy Left Turn Broadcasting is and how we get things done. And we are not going to miss any racing, especially when it comes to NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series, the way these guys and gals throw it down at every single track they go to. So, and of course, Iowa, and, oh man.
Iowa?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to see Iowa.
Yeah, that's going to be one heck of a race.
Heck of a race.
It's like a mini auto club in per se. 'Cause you can get those 3 wides and you know, get them to
miniature.
stick. Yeah, slunk in the washing machine type thing. All right, so yeah, not bad, but
It'll
lots
be
of
the
fun,
very
aggressive
first
races.
time. It'll be the very first time the Platinum Cup Series goes to Iowa, now that Heat 4 has the option to let us go to these tracks. So yeah, it should be really interesting. It's a fresh book. Nobody has any information about that track. No one's run there in a cup car.
Yes! All right, man. All right. So this is going to be a lot of fun for NOSSCAR fans. I really hope everybody joins us back for NOSSCAR next week. You know, Friday, same race time, same race channel when it comes to NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series. And they're going to be going in big next week. We're doing a doubles on this one, double headers. That's double the fun right there. Double McGum, huh? All right, that's who we need to go for the next sponsor, all right? Get some spearmint action all the way through. That's it.
Oh, my gosh. You crack me up, Chuck.
I got good issues. I don't know. But folks, all right, well, we taken up enough of your time. Appreciate everything that everyone does when they come out here. Ty Mack, all your efforts when it comes to NOSSCAR's Platinum Cup Series. Thank you so much for bringing all of your entire crew together for us and for all of our fans out there today. Fantastic work being done at NOSSCAR. Make sure you stay tuned to them every time they come on and aboard. But, man, we're going to go ahead and let you guys go. Did an amazing run at Charlotte. Marley, you got anything for our viewers before I send them on their way?
Just like and subscribe. We got a full schedule for you guys. We're repping on Sundays and Wednesdays. FRR Friday nights are NOSSCAR nights, and then on Monday and Tuesday, give or take here, definitely on Tuesdays, is the Pocono Raceway Cup Series. And then every Thursday night, we are throwing down epic races at Talladega. Monster heats, packed fields of 38 cars. I mean, it is just wild. Giving out cash, courtesy of Century 21.
Yeah, it's as big as it gets. It really is.
Epic,
it really is.
Epic showdown.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got the comedy in there. We're gonna lose. I mean, this is
always
we're throwing down
up.
some epic stuff. And Tron, don't forget we got iRacing coming. We're gonna try to get some dirt in here too. Just epic stuff and great leagues like NOSSCAR. You guys all seen it tonight. Excellent racing. I mean, trying to bring you the best of the best, and hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's happening, folks. So, yeah, again, stay tuned. We appreciate everyone coming out here, watching, giving us the support. Century 21 for being on board. Century 21 all over the U.S., all over the world, doing a fantastic job when it comes to helping out everyone with their questions, comments, and concerns for the real estate endeavors, from buying and selling, commercial and residential. Look them up. They guarantee you they have one next to you. And in those words right there, folks, till next time, keep it pointed the right direction. Have some fun out there. Stay safe. We'll see you soon. Take care.
And drive it forward.
Drive it forward. You never did.